Mount Thomas 608 to VKC.
Go ahead, 608.
Current car check on Delta Quebec Alpha 804, please.
Is there anyone with the vehicle, Mount Thomas 608?
Negative VKC.
Stand by, 608. Yours is a blue Falcon stolen in Lilydale yesterday. Received, Mount Thomas 608?
Not received.
Good morning, honey. This is a beautiful hotel. Are you the manager?
Yeah, I am.
Well, I'm looking for a place to crash, you know.
Righto. Single or double?
Have you got a honeymoon suite?
Well, don't know about the honeymoon, but I've got a suite.
Great. That'll do me.
You on your own?
No, my girlfriend's on her way up from Melbourne.
Name?
Sonia.
No, your name.
Oh, I'm sorry? Watkins. John Watkins. I'll be here a couple of days.
Sign it?
Sure.
White and none?
Yeah, thanks. Boss, that flat top finished stolen car will be here in 20 minutes.
Good. One of those for me?
Actually...
Thank you.
Yeah, how badly is he hurt? All right, what's the name? Jinx.
Jinx? Old Harry?
Look, could you hold on for a moment, please? Sounds like an aggravated burglar. It's a daughter.
Maureen? No, it's Tom Croydon. What's happened? Well, is he... Ambulance? Yeah, look, you just stick with him. One of my blokes is just up the road, Maggie. Yeah, I'll get him over there right away. You just hold on. PJ, Rose?
Yeah?
Somebody's just bashed old Harry Jinx in his own kitchen.
Oh, anything taken?
What do you think?
He's in here.
You called an ambulance?
Yeah, I hope he's going to be all right. I drove up earlier. I usually phone him on the way, but I wanted to surprise him. When I got here, I found him like this. I just covered him. I didn't want to move him.
Right, you're on there. You rang us straight away, did you?
Yeah.
Good.
Must have used this. I didn't want to touch it or anything.
No, good on you. Well done. We'll sleep in there for the ambos. Well, whoever it was lucky they didn't see that 303 there.
Yeah, but who'd want to hurt Dad?
Cool.
Bathroom's through there. Breakfast is served in the dining room between 7 and 9.
No worries.
If you need anything else, just give me a call.
Great. Thanks, babe.
It's Chris.
Chris.
Tom, thank God you're here.
You all right?
You two go ahead.
Is he okay? He hasn't...
No, he's still unconscious. But they're putting onto a lifting frame, something about possible spinal injuries or something.
Oh, come on, he'll be all right. He's a pretty tough old coot.
Yeah, it's just that seeing him lie there, he just looks so frail all of a sudden.
Someone's had a go at the shed, but there's no sign of forced entry. I reckon whoever did it just walked in through the door.
Well, you know, Daddy doesn't believe in locks.
How far away is this stolen car?
Oh, it's a couple of minutes up the road.
Yeah. All right, you better get back there.
Get up.
Let's go and have a look. When did you find it?
Just before I rang you, I came up early to surprise him.
Yeah.
You know, he worries about me driving all that way, but I mean, these days it's only a couple of hours.
God, what animal would do something like this?
Nothing else disturbed. Oh, it's pretty hard to tell.
Is there anything missing, do you know?
Yeah, well, he usually keeps his money in this tin. And he always cashes his pension check the minute it arrives.
The last one was what, yesterday?
Yeah, $300 worth.
That'd be right. Oh, and they've disturbed something here in the dresser. I'm not sure what they would have found here to steal.
Don't touch anything, please.
They've taken Dad's lucky bullet.
His what?
It was a silver bullet on a chain. It was in his rifle the day the war ended. He said it always reminded him how lucky he was to be alive.
Double vodka tar, Chrissy.
It's still Chris. How's your room?
Oh, it's grand. Sonia's gonna love it.
When's she due here?
Sometime today.
Yeah?
You ought to keep the vodka in the freezer. That's the right way with vodka.
Right.
Keep the change?
Ta.
Oh, I've got to go out for a while. When Sonia gets here, would you just tell her to wait, please?
Sure.
Hit us again.
Double?
Why not?
Don't worry. It's gonna be all right. It's amazing what they can do these days.
I just got a 6 months posting. My first teaching job. All those years of study finally paying off. As I came up to tell Dad.
I heard you got your degree. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, I had to make a new life for myself when Jim walked out on me. You know, I always wanted to teach. Now I don't know what I'm going to do.
Hey, listen. He's gonna be all right.
Is he? $300 and a lousy war memento.
Doesn't seem fair, does it?
I just hope whoever did this rots in hell.
Oh, don't worry, they will. Your dad's special to me. I don't care who this was or where they go. I'll track the mongrels down, don't you worry.
Thanks, Tom. You're pretty special yourself.
I want these bash artists found. The evidence points to one, but it could be more.
What do you want us to do, boss?
Nick's checking the neighbours. I want you and Wayne to check the hotels, motels, restaurants. Look out for any big spenders. Well, you know the drill.
Boss, do you want me to get a statement from the daughter?
No, I'll do that. You hold the fort here. Any questions?
Nope.
All right, we'll keep PJ informed, but I want to know everything that's going on, and I mean everything. And keep your eye out for a silver bullet on a chain. How is he?
We're still waiting for him to regain consciousness.
Never did like hospitals much, did he?
Does anybody?
I can't stand the place anymore.
Tom, I was sorry to hear about Nell. You must miss her dreadfully.
Thanks for the flowers, by the way. I really appreciated it.
Yeah, well, you don't know what else to do. You feel so helpless.
Maureen? What is it? What's the matter?
They think there's something wrong with his legs. He's not responding to stimuli. And they won't know for certain until he regains consciousness. If he regains consciousness.
Come on. He's tough. You just keep telling yourself that.
Thanks.
Listen, I'm sorry, but there are one or two questions I should ask.
Sure.
Does he have any enemies? Anybody you can think of that by any stretch of the imagination might do this to him?
You're asking me? Tom, you must see him more than I do.
Oh, I keep meaning to call him. You know how it is.
Well, what can I tell you? You know, Dad hated what he calls suits. Apart from that, everyone was fine.
But Dad's gambling. Any problems there?
The occasional ticket in the Melbourne Cup sweep, that was it. You know. Debts. A pensioner can't afford debts. I really believe it's somebody he doesn't know.
I'm a police officer. I have to cover everything.
Yeah, I know. Look, I know it's not going to make Dad get any better, but I want whoever did this caught. I want them to suffer the way they're making Dad suffer.
Well, we've got some Davids on the job and there's a state alert. We'll catch him. Just a question of time.
Ah, uniforms. Must be official.
It is, unfortunately. Have you had anyone in today flashing a lot of cash about?
Could be a local, a stranger.
Why, what's happened?
Agberg. Someone's bashed Harry Jinks over the head and taken his money.
No, that's terrible. Poor Harry. Well, how's Tom taking it?
He seems pretty upset.
Yeah, he would be. Old Harry's like a second dad to him. I think he and Tom's dad were in the war together.
Really? Anyway, have you had anyone in flashing a lot of cash?
Yeah, young bloke checked in this morning. John Watkins, about 19. He had a wad of money that didn't match his clothes. Roommate.
Righto, thanks, Chris.
Good day.
Poor old Harry.
Mr. Watkins?
What do you reckon?
Maybe you can smell us.
We could break the door down.
Yeah, or we could tell the boss. This jerk's the best lead we've got.
He's the only lead.
Get on to PJ, tell him to get a description from Chris and to keep their eyes open till I get there. Yeah, he's holding his own, thanks to him.
You found him?
Just a possibility at this stage. I'll keep you posted. How much do you think he had?
Well, they were 20s. It's hard to say, but at least a couple of hundred. But that's not so uncommon these days.
And he's a stranger.
Look, I know you want to find out whoever's responsible, but it's pretty slim, isn't it?
Just let me into his room, Chris.
Isn't there a law against this?
Harry Jinks may never walk again.
Mr. Watkins? Oh, nice.
So he's a romantic. When's the girlfriend arriving?
Sometime today, he said.
Oh, well, looks like he's staying. You let us know as soon as she's shut.
Rose?
Get the Dabs kit, we're off to the Imperial.
PJ, the stolen car's out the back.
All right, as soon as forensics finish down at the farm, get them onto the car prints.
Yeah.
It's my favourite jacket.
Who'd you steal it off? A dwarf?
Very funny.
All right, Cooper, by the back door. Stay inside,
Righto,
outside.
boss.
Wayne, try and make yourself invisible in the bar. Keep an eye on both doors.
G'day.
Maureen at the hospital for you. Harry's regained consciousness.
Maureen, how is he? Good.
Excuse me?
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm looking for John Watkins.
Ah, you must be Sonia.
What if I am?
I've got a message for you. Mr. Watkins said to tell you to wait.
Oh. Well, where's he gone?
Didn't say. Do you want a drink?
Yeah, vodka and tonic. Make it a double.
He's staying at the Imperial Hotel. Yeah, the moment he... Yeah, excuse me, Maureen, I've got to go. Sonia, isn't it? Sergeant Croydon, Mount Thomas Police. I'd like to ask you a few questions about a friend of yours, John Watkins.
You never heard of him?
You just asked for it.
Mind your own business.
Perhaps we'd all be more comfortable if we did this down at the station.
I don't think so.
No way, fella. She's with us.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Detective Senior Sergeant Barton, Task Force Oscar. This is Detective Sergeant Carmelo. She stays. I'd like to talk to you down at the station.
What's going on?
Senior Constable Schultz, Detective Senior Sergeant Barton, Task Force Oscar.
How you going?
Righto. Is everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Good. You've been looking for a guy called John Watkins. As of now, you're not. Just so you know who you're not looking for. We want him, and for the time being, that overrides everything else, and I mean everything. Is that clear?
That's the bloke that committed the Agberg this morning.
You have a hearing problem, Schultz. I'll say it again. You will cease all activity relating to John Watkins. You got it now?
Are we allowed to ask why?
That's all you need to know at this stage. If anything gets out, I'll know where it came from.
Oh, you dragged us back in here just to tell us that, did you?
Look on it as a formal handing over of responsibility.
His girlfriend knows you're here. She's bound to tip him off. He'd have to be stupid to come back now.
His girlfriend knows what's good for her. Detective Sergeant Carmelo doesn't intend to let her out of his sight.
We've already taken fingerprints and photographs in his room, Sergeant.
Hand him over.
What?
You heard me. As for the rest of you, the Imperial Hotel is officially off limits until further notice.
You're kidding. I live there.
That's where we eat.
It's unbelievable.
Before you exercise your celebrated wit on my staff again, can we have a word in my office?
That's it for the rest of you. We'll call if we need you.
Well, you heard the sergeant. PJ. You treat my people with a bit of respect. You want to pull another stunt like that in my station, I suggest you inform me first.
Relax, Sergeant. I'm not saying any of you people aren't kosher. In fact, I checked them out myself. You've got an okay crew.
I'm glad you approve.
It's just that at this stage, the less said, the better. All right?
At this stage of what? John Watkins committed a serious crime this morning. He nearly killed a man.
It'll have to wait.
Why?
Watkins is on the witness protection program. He's got a big day in court coming up. We want him there. We're going to have him there.
Have you considered the possibility of asking for local assistance?
No need. Got my own people.
You've got undercover police working in Mount Thomas.
That's what I said.
The old man who was bashed this morning is apparently now able to talk.
I'll talk to him then, if it'll make you feel any better. It's not going to make a scrap of difference.
Make yourself at home.
Sergeant, I didn't say anything in front of the uniform blokes, but don't treat me like an idiot, OK? You got no right to the evidence, and you know that. This is my case, and I'll deal with it.
Yeah, things are a bit tense. Didn't mean to be so full on.
What's really going on?
DDI knows about it. Do me a favour, play along. I'll fill you in when I can. We're all on the same job, mate.
Where's that photo?
It's over here, boss.
Good. Stick it on a photo board. Can't hurt to have a positive ID from the victim.
Whatever you reckon.
Grubby little jerks they are.
Yeah, boss doesn't look too happy.
Well, they both outrank you, mate.
So we just have to sit here and wear it?
No, but you have to like it.
Task Force Oscar. A lot of fuss for a small-time crim. Wonder what he's done.
What's Task Force Oscar again?
It's organised crime.
Yeah, I knew that.
You did not.
I did.
You didn't.
You can't have heard me, Tom, because, well, you know, I had the wireless turned up pretty loud. Anyway, I grabs him, see, and he spins around and he jumps out of his... Eh?
Oh, I don't remember any wireless.
Yeah? Up in the mantle. One of them transistor things. And next thing I know, he's...
Pinched his radio too.
Eh?
We're just working out what he stole.
To give them a feed if he'd asked. Looked as if he could double one.
Can you describe him, Harry?
Well, little bloke, kind of wiry. Silly bloke for sure. At the time I could have flattened him with one hand tied behind my back.
Is he amongst this lot?
That's him there, number 3.
You sure?
Yeah.
So, that's what he looks like.
Maureen.
You going to use this to track him down?
It's always as simple as that. We'll get a statement from you, Harry, as soon as you're feeling better. You look after yourself. Get well soon.
You're a good boy, Tommy.
What's going on?
Maureen?
You've gone cold on the whole thing, haven't you?
Of course I haven't.
Look, just because Dad's conscious, it doesn't mean nothing happened.
I know what happened.
And you know who did it.
Listen, I promised you I'd get him, and I will. Just might be a little bit harder than I thought, that's all. Not a doubt in the world, that's our boy.
An open and shut case.
Normally. What if we had a watertight case against the little creep?
You want me to keep investigating?
Yes, PJ, I want you to keep investigating.
Boss, PJ just got confirmation on the Agberg prints.
Oh, well, that's something. You got a match on the stolen car?
Yep. And some surprises. They belong to a Darryl Peter Watson.
Alias John Watkins.
Has he got any for?
All the juvenile court stuff. Bond on car theft, suspended sentence on burglary, 3 months YTC on car theft and trespass, in possession of an unlicensed firearm.
Anything outstanding?
Yeah. Accessory to murder, but not proceeded on.
So I've got a small-time crim called Darryl Watson. Task Force Oscar keep referring to him as John Watkins.
Why do you think that is?
Someone's created a new identity for him?
Task Force Oscar. Organised crime.
All right, save the brain cells. They're running a witness protection program.
And Darryl John, whatever his name is their witness.
I didn't say a word.
Boss, something smells.
My sentiments exactly. Why are they being so secretive? What are they hiding?
I can make a few calls.
Yeah, I got a mate in tactical intelligence.
Oh, even better. Find out everything you can, especially about Barton and Carmelo.
Same again?
Yeah, might as well.
I've got to go. To the ladies.
You went 10 minutes ago.
Well, I've got to go again.
I don't think so.
Oh, come on.
If she's got to go, she's got to go.
I could pee all over the floor.
Okay. Whose turn?
Yours.
3 minutes, max. Then I'll break the door down.
Not my door, you won't.
Speak to her. Come on, princess.
Be a whole lot easier if you just stayed out of it.
Why can't you show her just a bit of respect? The poor kid's frightened out of her wits.
That poor kid, knife you in the back quick as look at you. She's a junkie and a pro. She's garbage.
This is not the gutter. This is my hotel.
Listen, darling, I don't give a rat's whose hotel it is, right? We're just doing our job.
And who gave you the right to do it on my premises?
Her Majesty's loyal government. So you better get used to it, sweetheart.
We'll see about that. Len, take over. I'm going out.
Sure. Frankly, I'm not too fond of them either.
They're rude, they're inconsiderate, and they're arrogant.
Sounds about right.
And I want them off my premises now.
Chris.
It's still a free country, isn't it? Nobody ever consulted me. They're sitting there like vultures with a mouse. My trade is right down. The regulars can feel the atmosphere halfway down the street.
I realise it's not easy.
It's impossible. Would you do something? You're the police. They're the police. Get rid of them.
And let the mongrel who bashed Harry Jinks get off scot-free.
There must be some other way.
She's the bait. And if the trap's going to work, you're going to need to be there too, acting as normally as possible.
For how much longer?
Well, chances are if he doesn't turn up today, he never will.
OK. For old Harry.
Thanks. Oh, Chris. Keep me posted.
Beauty, mate. Thanks very much. Darryl Watson's a key witness who could nail the head of Australia's biggest drug syndicate.
Doesn't explain why they're playing it so close to their chest.
The reason they're being so secretive is that they blew it. They lost him.
Darryl securely tucked away, guess where?
Where the stolen car came from, Lilydale.
Spot on, boss. Somehow he escaped. To huge embarrassment to Task Force Oscar and all their operatives.
Well, that explains the stolen car. What's he doing here?
They say always heads in the direction the car's pointing.
Now he's gone again. I wonder which direction he's pointing in this time.
And if Sonia means as much to him as they seem to think.
Boss, Senior Sergeant Barton's here.
Thanks, Len.
So what's the story, Mrs. Riley? We out in the street?
One more word out of you and you will be. Believe me.
Yeah, you tell him.
Shut it, darling.
Where are you? Well, just stay on the highway. Till I tell you to stop.
Still no word on Darryl? Local sergeant should know what's going on in his own town, eh?
Just need to know, Tom. You know that. Need to know.
Oh, well, now I do know. You put my people at risk because you couldn't hang on to a stupid little crim long enough to get him into court.
Now, listen.
You lost him, didn't you?
OK. What else you got?
Darryl was a driver for a bloke called Slater. He was a harmless little jerk that was so invisible, Slater didn't even know he was there when he bumped off a couple of his competitors.
No loss to society. And
Darryl saw it all. So when you lot collared Slater, you got Darryl. But he's scared stiff, so he talks his head off. For a new identity in another state.
If he's the only person alive with anything on this bloke, he's valuable.
Believe it.
But Darryl escapes.
Well, we can't control the legal profession. They let Slater out in bail. Daryl freaked out.
And naturally headed straight for Mount Thomas.
Now, Sonia's the key. We got her, we got him. Daryl's crazy about the little tart. Big city comes to the country, eh?
Oh, it's all right, Sergeant. We can handle that.
Imperial Hotel, Chris Riley speaking. Yeah, she's here. Just a minute. Sonia, it's for you.
Okay, Princess. This is your big chance. Now, nice and easy, okay? Now, you give anything away, you know what's going to happen, don't you? All right?
Hello?
Son? You got there okay?
Yeah,
Oh, beaut. Yeah. I missed you, babe.
me too, mate. But I thought you'd be here.
Bloody heat's on. You know how it is. I had to do a runner.
So, where are you?
Out of space. You're not going to believe it.
Try me.
A couple of k's out of town. There are these old salt works.
Salt works?
You coming?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Thanks, Chris. I owe you one. We've got him if we move fast.
What are you planning?
They can't override an official arrest, can they?
Not easily, but they'll do their best.
I want him, PJ, and this is my best chance.
So what are we waiting for?
Where is everybody? Here, boss.
What's up? Nick's out on patrol.
We'll get him back. This is going to need all of you.
What is it?
Anybody familiar with the old salt works?
Just what I was going to ask you, Sergeant. So what did you think you were going to do? Steal our thunder?
That kid is a menace to society.
So's heroin.
The victim of the aggravated burglary happens to be an old friend of mine.
So?
I became emotionally involved.
Yeah, well, because I'm an easygoing, laid-back kind of a guy, I'm going to pretend that you were keen to assist us in the performance of our duties.
We still are.
Good. I need all the manpower I can get.
I thought you said you had your own people.
Don't have the local knowledge, do they?
What do you want us to do?
Not us, Sergeant. Them. With your emotional involvement, I don't think I can trust you anywhere near Daryl Watson. Okay, here's the story. Our boy didn't come back to the hotel last night, so the best bet is he's holed up at the salt works.
Hang on, where's the boss?
Sergeant Croydon's not included in this operation.
Why not?
Care to explain?
Not my decision.
This is a briefing, not a tea party. You want to listen?
So you've guessed he's holed up in the building?
No, it's more than a guess. Our Daryl likes to make himself comfortable.
So how do you plan to flush him out?
We use Sonia. Get the bitch out into the open and let her bleat. He'll come out, we'll have him.
Simple.
Not if he's armed.
Is that likely?
Who knows?
I thought he was just the driver.
Now, the trouble with Daryl is he's stupid. You never know which way he's going to jump.
Look, isn't that a bit risky for the girl?
You want to sit this one out with your sergeant, senior constable?
I was only asking.
This is our show. We're in charge. And you lot'll do as you're told without asking any questions. Is that understood?
Oh, what?
What was that, constable?
Nothing.
Good. You keep your trap shut. All of you. Now listen.
Oh, yes. Could you put me through to the nurses' station in the main ward, please?
Boss, Maureen Power's here to see you.
Show her in. No, that's all right, thank you. Maureen, come in.
Tom, have you caught him yet?
No, not yet. Yeah, we're following a lead.
Well, that little bastard's damaged Dad's spine. They're going to move him to a rehabilitation unit outside of Melbourne. They think they might be able to teach him to walk again. Well, you got my number in Melbourne. You can give me a ring the minute you're onto something.
Where are you going now?
Yeah, the minute I've packed up Dad's things, if that's all right.
Oh, yeah, well, we finished with them.
50 years of junk. Still, that's got to be done. I don't think he'll be back here for a while.
No, I guess not.
Well, thanks, Tom.
Maureen, do you want a hand with the packing?
Well, I'd love it, but shouldn't you be...
Oh, no, they can do without me.
Blue 1, move up. Blue 2, move up.
What's with the guy with the rifle?
Casey's armed.
Listen, mate.
We've taken enough chances with this turkey. We're not taking any more.
No, you don't want to lose him again, eh?
Why don't you just concentrate on keeping your own guys in line, okay?
Okay. Buzz ass.
What about the stock?
What, those few cows? Charlie Baxter will take care of them. You know, I really thought Dad was good for a few more years. I wouldn't have taken this teaching job otherwise.
So what are you going to do about that?
Knock it back, of course. Can't let Dad rot alone in some hospital all by himself. He ever gets better, who knows?
So all your plans up in smoke?
I've coped before, I guess I'll cope again.
Perimeter secured.
Make it good, or I'll make your life hell.
Daryl? Daryl, it's me. Are you there, Dee?
Yuck.
Maureen.
What do you reckon that is?
Oh, I'll throw it out before it walks out by itself.
I don't know, he's hopeless. Every time I come up here
Listen, I
this
can't
month...
do this.
What are you talking about?
I've been taken off the case.
Am I allowed to ask why?
Why?
Is it because you're personally involved?
Something like that.
This is ridiculous.
Believe me, it's not my choice. Sorry.
Tom, I don't care who does it, as long as somebody catches him.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
See? He's not here. Got away. Maybe. Yeah, well, he can smell pigs a mile off.
No, it's just the tools and things. Only bother if they're in working order.
Righto.
I'll finish off inside and put the kettle on, eh?
Good.
Petty. I'm a lot smarter than you, Sonny Jim. The problem is I don't smoke dope.
That's one very dangerous road here.
Ah, well, let's leave that alone. OK, now for a change of pace. Here's the hard ones playing Midnight.
Where the hell is he? Hey, Maureen, I reckon this is still in working order. Darryl Watson.
What?
Just what are you doing here?
I didn't look for this.
Maureen,
He was a defenceless old man and never did any harm to you.
I'll take it from here.
You got any reason why I shouldn't shoot you like the vermin you are?
You just listen, lady. You can't do this. You can't do this.
You've made your point.
I haven't started yet.
You gotta stop it. She's crazy.
Well, Tom, you reckon you can't touch him, but I can. Justifiable homicide, wouldn't you say?
What are you talking about? You gotta protect me!
Yeah, I do protect him, father, you little scumbag. He was just petty cash to you, wasn't he? You didn't care what happened to him. Well, I don't care what happens to you.
Maureen, I can't let you do this.
It's about time, copper.
Darryl Peter Watson. I'm arresting you for the aggravated assault of Harry Jinks. You don't have to say anything. Anything you do say will be used in evidence. Do you understand? Out.
Yeah, sure, boss. I'll do it now. See ya.
He's what? Croydon's got him. He's arrested him.
Darryl? Are you okay?
Oh, sure. You know me, son. Mr. Lucky.
Oh, isn't that sweet? Two little lovebirds back together again.
You know she shopped you, don't you?
I never. I promise you do.
Look, it's all right. You wouldn't have been able to do anything else, babe. These mongrels would have had you by the short and curlies.
Save it, pal.
You okay?
Yeah.
You look after her properly or the deal's off.
The deal's off. We'll lock you up and throw away the key. This bloke here's itching to have you on a skewer.
Oh, I've already charged him with aggravated burglary.
That's what you think.
The charge has been completed and entered into the system.
You can tattoo it on the Attorney General's forehead for all I care.
He's ours and it leaves you nowhere. Bail justice is on his way already. He's going to remand him into our custody.
Senior Sergeant?
Yeah, I know. Your office. You've got 2 minutes.
Wait, Copper. How's the old bloke?
He's all right. Thanks to you, his legs don't work.
Yeah? It's too bad. I didn't want to hurt him. Silly old bastard should have just stayed out of my way.
Get him out of here.
See you, son.
Come on.
Come here, son.
He bashes an old man, ruins 2 people's lives, and you're going to let him off with a warning.
He'll have to stand trial, but if he cooperates with us, he'll get off lightly.
Then what?
New state, new identities for him and the girl, that's the deal.
And that's justice?
Do you have any idea how many lives a slime like Slater can ruin in any 1 year? And we get him off the street for good, a whole lot of people are going to be better off.
I doubt if that's going to be much comfort to Harry Jinks or his daughter.
And you got to look at the big picture, mate.
That'd be your picture, would it?
Can't win them all.
Like a coffee?
No, thanks.
Oh, Maureen Powers rang. Said 6:30 at the pub.
Yeah, I will have a coffee.
What are you going to tell her, boss?
I'd start with the truth.
Can they do that?
They're fighting organised crime.
Oh, bully for them. What about Dad?
It's just bad luck all round. Bad luck he ran out of petrol outside Harry's place. Bad luck he was on the witness protection scheme.
I can't accept that. He committed a crime he should pay. Otherwise, why do we have laws?
You could try looking at the big picture.
How many pictures do you want me to look at, Tom? You promised the world and you haven't delivered a thing. It's not over for you, but it is for Dad. You call that justice?
It's the way it is. I can't change that.
And to think I had my finger on the trigger and you knew that all the time and you stopped me.
Maureen?
I'll never forgive you, Tom.
Never.